It's Toto for the Peter Channel. Morning news on this Thursday morning, September 29th, 2016. Good morning to you all on this lovely first of all, it's September 29th, 2016. Due to your news and odds, top story at 8 a.m. on this Thursday morning. It is El Clio, California for the second consecutive night. Protesters gathered Wednesday, El Clio, California, decides to demand an accountability for an officer involved in shooting of the non-armed black man. Two Pakistani soldiers were killed after the exchange of fire with Indian troops across the de facto border between the two countries in the disputed region of Kashmir, Pakistan's military said. President Obama attempted to change the CIA as Jake Tapper over why he wants a radical Islamic terrorism. The U.S. had a weekend and Syria and Russia knows it. 3 people were wounded and shot at the Tanville ambulance minutes after a suspect is in custody. The Paris Motor Show is on today, and Mercedes Medicine used the big government as a platform to present its vision for the future of electric mobility. The moment of the night and the worst. There is no electricity reliable. Weak portion of the eastern Aleppo and the warplanes flying overhead, targeting light Pearson in the blackness beneath. Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte said joint military exercise of the Filipino and American troops the next week will be not such drills on board. His foreign secretary quickly said the decision was not final. The Sudanese government had been accused of using chemical weapons against the people of Darfur, according to a report released by Amnesty International on Thursday. Shanghai, Beijing, the landslide slammed into China's eastern Zhejiang province on Wednesday as well as dozens of houses with every casualty feared, state media reported. Budapest, Hungary. Google celebrated what would have been the 177th birthday of the ballpoint pen creator, Ladislav Jose Beer with a new noodle. Adelaide in Australia. South Australia being lashed by 19 strikes, heavy rain, and high winds that have knocked down power to the city of Adelaide and surrounding rural areas. A Louisiana judge released a body cam video Wednesday showed officers fired both rounds of car and noticed directly killed the 6-year-old boy. Honolulu, the Navy investigated this case of the sailor who didn't salute the national anthem played at Pearl Harbor and reports that it echoes recent moves by professional journalist Neil during the anthem. In the wake of the bomb, New York is increasingly seen first in the trash left in the street as witnesses presumed to turn out to be a typewriter. Another bunch of cardboard tubes with rolls of paper towels, and there was a battery charger. Durham, New Jersey. Durham, North Carolina. Libertarian nominee for President Gary Johnson Kennedy to come up with a name but for the leaders he respected an awkward moment during an NBC interview. Chicago. A Chicago man is pleading guilty to illegally accessing hundreds of people's emails and accounts including at least 30 celebrities. 40 said. Oil prices slip as focus shifts to details of the OPEC deal. Wells Fargo Company should prepare itself for a long-stay Capitol Hill and hot seat because it ran afoul of Elizabeth Warren's favorite regulator. Commerce Bank says it can nearly 10,000 jobs help the budget. New York, a move by OPEC to call in the cap of oil production shows that the group is still reveling in the fact that the decision doesn't do much for the market dynamics, it said. Washington, the U.S. government said it was offering a new proposal aimed at protecting marine mammals and coastal environments from some offshore energy work. Dallas, where minutes of the slump in the oil and gas sector are still evident in the Texas economy, even as signs of improvement emerged, a bank survey found. And now the your stocks now. Up 179 for points at 18,339.24. SP 521 71.37 and Nasdaq 5,318.55. On Tuesday, SpaceX founder and CEO Elon Musk unveiled the company's plan for Cosmos. SpaceX aims to help establish a permanent, self-sustaining city red pilot using the company's proposed interplanetary transport system. The 800-pound manatee rescued from Cape Cod last week is pregnant and official to the International Fund of Animal Welfare, a non-profit organization that rescued a manatee from a small inland East Falmouth, discovers in the pregnancy. London, scientists in the United States have successfully treated broken spines and skulls like animals using 3D printed synthetic bone, open to possibly a future personalized bone implants for humans with external spinal and other bone injuries. As Rosetta spacecraft closes on his mission with a decent to the surface of Comet 6-7P, trips off, giving us a tomorrow morning. Matt tried the PLC wanted its approval on Wednesday for the official pancreas and in his first fast to automatically deliver the right dose of insulin to patient with type 1 diabetes, freeing them from the continued monitoring factor. Levels back. Women sits on a rooftop of combination with some pairing shows that the family members stay while seeking the medical treatment of Beijing, China, as cancer hotels house China's major refugees. Today's answer to the first presidential debate. Top 8 the people close to the Republican presidential nominee. Donald Trump can admit the candidates before was some hard that they must directly improve into the second showdown against Hillary Clinton. Boston, a 79-year-old man who had one time survived by ultimators in a layman of Roman Catholic Church in Boston pleaded not guilty to charges he sexually abused a young boy decades ago. Michael Walsh was arraigned Wednesday on 2 counts of child rape and 3 counts of indecent assault and battery on a child under age 14. The prosecutors alleged Walsh abused the boy from the 4 to 6 years between September 1988 and June 1991. The alleged victim is 3. Boston court documents suggested a repeated long time member that the No Way Mafia will plead guilty to charges he lied to investigate over the 1993 slated by the Boston nightclub order. Peter Children's time is now 8:06 on this Thursday morning. It's set out for Sports Report. Last night, the Boston Red Sox lost to the New York Yankees. Mark Teixeira grand slam in the bottom of the ninth after Sox lead it 3-0. But despite the loss, the Boston Red Sox, the AL East champion, thanks to Baltimore's 3-2 win over Toronto. Sox and Yankees go at it one more time at Yankee Stadium. Cowboys wide receiver days by was no show, led to MRI delay. Chicago 5 years ago, Theo MC took a job even his friends called career suicide. One guy to a guided the Boston Red Sox to the World Series in 86 years. MC chose to double down defeat by agreeing to become the Chicago Cubs. The start of the 2016 season. Look promising the 49ers over the Lee Valley with a huge win over NFC opponent, the Los Angeles Rams, and moment shifts ahead in the 49ers Cowboys still. Peter Childers is now 8:07 on this Thursday morning, and it's time now for us traffic and transit report. Baby! Let's start out from the MBTA, where the subway system is so on as far as Pearson Brown lanes due to accident. Commuter rail, Vermont train 7:52 7:15 a.m. from Greenville's canceled today due to mechanical issue, and MBTA bus will replace service. And please board Vermont train 718 on the lower level platform at the Franklin Bridge side of the Greenville station to do further notice. Please board Franklin train 718 on the lower level platform at the Franklin Bridge side of the Greenville station to do further notice. And please board out by Fitchburg. Train 416 from North Station on the inbound platform of North Leominster. Lowell train 304 640 is Mountain is canceled today. Passengers may consider train 302 6:15 a.m. inbound of 306 6:57 a.m. inbound. And on the ferries, they are. Look again. Take a look at hours above with the Connecticut. 95 of the southbound side. It is slow from Bridgeport all the way to the Greenwich. Bear Parkway southbound side back to the Bridgeport down to Greenwich. 84 westbound back to Route 79 to Denver. 84 westbound side back to Newtown. 84 eastbound side is back to after Route 80 to Torrington. 91 on the northbound side is back to Route 9 to Middletown all the way at the downtown Hartford at 84. 91 on the southbound side is back up from Windsor Locks to downtown Hartford. 84 eastbound side is back to the West Hartford to downtown Hartford, Connecticut. Interstate 91 on the northbound side is back to Route 57 in Springfield. 291 on the southbound side of Little Seoul, wow, the Mass Pike up in Chickabee. 290 eastbound side is Little Seoul just before Route 9 to Worcester. 190 southbound side is back to 290 Worcester. 290 eastbound side is Little Seoul. 495 on the Millburn in Marlborough. 130 westbound side of the Newport Bridge is slow. Battle Bridge on the northbound side, a little headed towards Bristol. 95 on the northbound side is back from Airport Western all the way at Airways Avenue in Providence. 95 southbound side is back to the downtown Providence. 185 westbound side is back to Seacock area in downtown Providence. 146 southbound side is back up from Lincoln all the way at the downtown Providence. Route 60 eastbound side is back up before 610 connector. 610 connector, slow from 6 to 95. 295 on the northbound side, it is backed up from 37 and Crescent all the way out to Route 12 and Crescent. Route 295 southbound side, backed up to Route 6 and Johnson. 185 on the northbound side, it is backed up from 123 in Attleboro all the way out to 295 in Attleboro. 95 on the southbound side, it is backed up from 152 in North Attleboro all the way out to 295. 295 in eastbound side, it is 295. Northbound side, it is backed up from Route 1 to 95. 146 Bullfeds is back to Baran. Route 99 out in Lincoln Rod. 99 not outside is back to from 99 to 122 out in Lincoln with the second stretch. 24 to North outside is back to Berkeley out Route 44 rated. 140 to North outside is back to just before 24 out in Taunton. 140 out of North outside of Wilson, New Bedford. 28 out of South outside of Board Bridges Slope. 20 to North outside Slope before the Board Runway. 95 to North outside is backed up from South Main Street is shared all the way to Route 128 Canton. Route 24 to the north outside is backed up from Harrison Boulevard. Dave all the way to Route 128 Canton. Route 3 to the north outside is backed up 228. Rockland all the way to the Breaktree Split. 120 both ends is backed up for 24 and Red off all the way to the Breaktree Split. 45 to the north outside is backed up from Milford all the way after the Bass Pike Kid. Westford. Bass Pike East outside back to Westford. All the way at the Newton, and then hit breaks getting off some Brad Tolls. Bass back west side, so the Newton quarter, and all the way around the from San Francisco Expressway down to the Proof Tunnel. Bass back on the west side, back up with South Boston all the way at the Logan Airport of Boston. San Francisco Expressway, north Bass side, back to the Bridge split all the way at the Dorchester San Francisco Expressway. South Bass side, back to the Dorchester stretch. 128 on the north Bass side, back to 95 and Captain all the way at the Route 20 Waltham. 128 on the north outside of back to Brown. Route 95 on the Peabody. 128 south outside is back to Linfield all the way after Waltham. 128 on the north outside it is back up after 93 out in Redden. 93 south outside it is back up from Bedford all the way to Zankin Bridge. Route 1 is south outside back to the river. Down for 93. 93 to the north outside it is back to Stoneham all the way at Route 128 Redden. Route 2 west outside is back to Leicester Stretch. Route 2 east outside is back up from all the way at the Fresh Pond in Cambridge. Route 3 south outside is backed up 113 in Chelsea all the way to Route 128. 93 on the south outside it is backed up from 485 and Andover all the way at the Route 128 out in Reddit. 93 on the north outside is backed up around 485 out in Launch 485 on the south outside it is backed up from April all the way at the Chelmsford. 485 the north outside is back to Chelmsford all the way at the Tewksbury. Route 2 east outside it is backed up around Acton Stretch. 485 is south outside is back to the Hudson and Marlborough. 290 on the east outside it is slow and Hudson. Everett turn back in the south outside it is back to 293 Manchester all the way at the Bareback. 93 on the north outside is slow for 293 out in Manchester, Hampshire. 93 the south outside is back to Durham, Hampshire. Spotted turn back in the south outside it is back to Newington. Route 101 east outside it is back to Brad. Route 95 out in Hampton. 295 on the south outside it is slow before the Falmouth Spur up in Portland, Maine. And border crosses of 8789. 91 up in the Canadian border with Quebec. It's looking good. And in Albany vicinity, 87 on the south outside is backed up from 146 to Route 9 up. And Route 70 east outside also a tree stretch. 87 southbound slow from Colony to the thruway. UX83 is slow from 890 Schenectady to Interstate 87 and 77 to Little Slow at the thruway in Albany. Peter Children's time is 8:13 on this Thursday morning, and it's Hodo for a weather report. The latest on Matthew. So location 14.1 in the north, 65.5 in the west. Master 30 winds 70 miles an hour, movement west at 60 miles an hour. And the latest public advisory at Matthew is correct speed of motion. Hurricane under aircraft finds Matthew a little stronger as government Barbados at this continued Trump storm waterfront. The same as the Grenadine Islands. Summary watch and warning affected. Trump's warning is affected from Bonaire, Connecticut, and now Aruba. Trump's warning means that Trump's tornadoes are possible wind in the watcher. Interest along the coast of Venezuela and Colombia should monitor the progress of Matthews. For storm information specific to your area, please monitor participation by a National Meteorological Service. At 8 a.m., the center of Trump storm Matthew was located in latitude 14.1 at the north, longitude 65.5 in the west. Matthew is moving toward the west at near 60 miles an hour. General westward motion with some decrease in forward speed is expected during the next couple of days. On the forecast directly in the center, Matthew is forecasted a bit past the North and Aruba, monitoring crack and fighting. Reports from the Air Force Reserve aircraft indicate that the Mexico City winds are near 70 miles an hour, 110 kilometers an hour. Granted, strength is forecast during the next warehouse. The Matthew is forecast to become a hurricane later tonight. Trump's in force with a 10 hours, 185 miles an hour for probably the north and east of the center. After the central pressure is based on the data from weekends there comes 99.5 millibars. Wind, tropical conditions are possible in the Bonaire, Connecticut, Aruba beginning late today. Rainfall. Manifest expected to produce total rainfall accumulation for the 8 inches across the Woodwood Isles at 7 portions of the Leeward Isles Thursday. This rain may produce slight predative flash floods and mudslides, and rainfall totals of 1 to 2 inches are expected in further to the north. In and in the northern Leeward Islands, including the United States and British Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico, rainfall totals 1 to 3 inches or expected over River, Madeira, and Crackle Friday. Close to home, it is another beautiful day out there in Norton, and the sun all of a sudden has started to come out. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, most skies got about 600 degrees. Northeast around 13 to 15 miles an hour. Tonight, slight temperature change 53 and most skies got about 53 degrees. Northeast around 11 miles an hour. Just changes 20%. Friday, showers likely after 1 p.m. Punch mark before 3 p.m. Then the punch mark after 4 p.m. West skies got about 600 degrees. Northeast around 13 miles an hour. Just changes 6%. Newton's about between the 10 40 inch possible. Friday night, showers likely punch mark before 9 p.m. West. Clouds got a low about 52 degrees. Northeast around 9 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Just changes 7%. Newton's about between 47 inch possible. For Saturday, showers likely punch mark west. Clouds got about 600 about 55 degrees. Northeast around 7 miles an hour. Just changes 7%. Saturday, showers likely punch mark west. Clouds got about low about 55 degrees and just changes 6%. For Sunday, a 40% chance of showers, punch mark for 9 a.m. west. Clouds got about 65, about 55 degrees. For Monday, chance of showers after 10 a.m. Most clouds got about 69, about 52 degrees, just reaching 30%. Tuesday, most clouds got about 64, about 50 degrees. And for Wednesday, punch got about 64 degrees. Currently, not near it's clear skies and the clouds at 56 degrees. Humidity of 88%, and that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Border News on this September 2016 on Thursday. I'm Peter. Hope you have a good morning, a good message, and hope you have a good day.